Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, it's another vintage coin roll hunt. So this is a 1960 D and got some toning on that end. Actually, I think on both ends. I don't know how nice that one's going to be, but this one's got potential. But speaking of potential, 1960 D, there were two different types. There's a small date and a large date, and there's value differences, but there's also a double die obverse possibility where small date over large date or large date over small date, whatever. Let's check it. All right, so first order of business here, let's get rid of the tape, right? Probably to keep the lid on, because I think this is like a nickel roll and a penny penny roll shoved in there. I'm gonna glove up once I pop the wrapper, but wanted to see this thing here. Might have some corrosion of conformity here, but let's check it out a little closer. And then this one, yeah, it looks like it's definitely got some problems there. I don't think that's going to be attractive toning, but it's something. So let's see what we can do without making a mess here. So let me switch to the gloves now that I've got this part going. All right. So let's see how. This is the tail's end, I guess. Looks like it's been shellacked. It's upside down. So, yeah, kind of toasted, but it has interesting color there if I can show it properly. So, but yeah, it's got oxidation for sure. But let's see what this side looks like here. All right, let's see if this is any better. I wasn't feeling the love with those other gloves there, so. See what we got. So just hoping for no major carbon spots. Maybe get one or two nice ones. This has got some scratches, but and gotta go in for a closer look, and I'll explain the differences between the large date and the small date. Don't really see too much. I think these are large date. But let me get them out of here completely, and won't bore you by going coin by coin. I'll show you them all once I get them out. Now this one's got some potential. Oh no, it's scraped. All right, now that we got them extracted from the wrapper, there's the other ender. And unfortunately, it's got some deposits there, it looks like, in the upper right. So, not so good. So get the rest of them put out, and we'll see you in a few. All right, so got them all out of the wrapper and have kind of inspected a little more closely. The ones here are either scratched or have a deposit or have some kind of problem. These are the two enders up there. The ones down here kind of had potential. I don't think there's really anything worth sending in for grading, to be honest with you. To get top pop, it's got to be like MS67 or so. MS67 plus on, I think, the large date. So yeah, we'll take a look at what's making or breaking some of these coins and whether they're large date, small date. I did look to see about the double die. It doesn't look like I've got any, but we'll check that out as well. So let me get set up with the scope. I'll be back. All right, so here is the Ender coin, and it's definitely kind of scorched there with some carbon spots and whatnot, but the main point of this is to show this is a large date. And the way you can tell large date is how the 9 lines up. I mean, if you don't have another small date coin to compare to, it's a little difficult to compare like the shape of the 0 or the O. But the main tell is the top of the 9. If it's above the top of the 1, it's a large date. So boo-hoo on that, and it's likely the entire roll is large date. But yeah, those carbon spots are a bummer. And yeah, you can see this is the tone, the toned one, but not in an attractive way. So let's go through a couple of the others and see what we've got. This one is a little bit interesting. It's still large date, pretty sure, but almost looks like there's an extra D bleeding into the 9 or something kind of going on, but it's so faint that it wouldn't qualify as a double die, or at least not one for PCGS. Kind of hard to show. I guess if it's, there you go. I guess if it's that hard to show, it doesn't count, right? So yeah, this one, the luster was halfway decent, but then you can see carbon spot there above the date and some other scratches. This one, you know, wouldn't have made it for sure. There is something else to be aware of. In God We Trust, there can be some doubling on the large date in the G and the O in God. However, it's not a PCGS recognized doubling, but still kind of cool. But yeah, this one doesn't have that. But yeah, pretty sure these are all large date, unfortunately. So, right, and this one might be the nicest example that I have. I don't really see too many spots. That scratch or scrape right there in front of his beard isn't good. So again, I don't think I would risk sending this one in, but it is very pretty coin. Oh, there's a spot. So yeah, it's hard to tell. Sometimes at first you get excited thinking you've got something nice, and yeah, once once the grading company gets a hold of it, seems like the things you didn't notice come out in living color. So yeah, so this was fun. Don't have anything that's gonna allow me to retire. I can't, you know, I think if this was an entire roll of small date, that would be something, but 'tis not. So there's still some nice coins in here, but nothing, I think, like I say, grade worthy. So right, so hopefully you've enjoyed checking these out on the microscope and seeing a little more of the detail. Probably not perfect, but at least it's something a little closer up. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Top of the 9, if it's above the 1, it's large date. So And also, you got to be careful. The angle, the angle of your microscope can affect the, whether you think you've got double dye or whatever. So, got to be careful. Actually, you can see some remnant D right there. So that's what I was trying to show. But yeah, I don't think this is anything worthy of anything. So thank you so much for watching Coinsense and Nonsense. And until next time, bye. Bye.